Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Brittany and you're watching. Today we have another Shop My Stash video, so let's just go ahead and get into it. This is my new drawer. What I pulled last week was this Urban Decay Naked Smoky, and we'll talk about that when I get to the eyeshadow palette drawer. And I also pulled this facial spray, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. But today, what I'm going to be pulling, I've been thinking about this all week. I've seen everybody talk about how much they love this Desi and Katie palette. And I've been thinking about that one. But I also know that there's not many more months left. I'm trying to use up all of these before spring hits. I've got this Kat Von D one. You know, I think I've been putting this one off for a really long time. I got this for Christmas when it was on sale, and with how many people I've watched like rave about this palette, I think it's just time to give her a go. So we'll pull this from the new drawer, and let's see. Oh, I know what I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna pull this brow pencil because I've only been using the Goof Proof by Benefit. Just to give me a little bit of variety, I'm going to use this, what is this, Maybelline Brow Precise. Let's pull this one. So I got that. And then I think that's all that I'm going to pull from this. I've got a haul coming up to be putting some more products in there, but for right now, it's all we'll pull. Okay, so this drawer is moisturizers, primers, concealers, and powder setting sprays. So I'm gonna go ahead and put back my setting spray that I used last week. This was the Mario Badescu. It's not that I didn't like it, it's that I didn't see that it did anything. I've used the Urban Decay one and the Morphe one, and I just don't feel like this did it for me. Or maybe it was something else, or maybe it was like the conjunction of products I was using, but this just didn't. So we're going to put it back, and I'm going to grab my favorite Morphe setting spray. We'll use this one. And then what I used last week for a primer was this little baby sample of this Tarte primer, and I used it for the entire week and it still isn't used up, but we're going to put that one back. I have been watching people's videos and it made me think of pulling this one. This is my Smashbox Photo Finish primer. This was actually lost up in my drawer, and I just found it when I was organizing before I started this YouTube channel. So I honestly just forget how this performs. So let's pull this one. And then let's see. Oh, for concealer, I pulled my MAC Pro Longwear. I love this stuff. I don't have that much left, as you can see right there. But we're going to put this one back just so I can rotate. And I'm going to pull my Too Faced Born This Way. I don't really remember my thoughts on this. I know that I liked my NARS one. I feel like I did better, but let's just pull this one again. Okay. And then for foundation, I used my Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. I've used a lot. I love when I'm starting to see products get used up. This was a good one. This is so dark. I mean, the coverage is amazing, but it's so dark and it kind of leaves my skin oily, and it's so dark I have to, in a week, I'll have to spray tan twice. So we're gonna save this one for closer to the summer. And I want to use the Dior Forever foundation. I think that's what it is. Yeah, it's just a good one. I mean, it's not, would I repurchase it? Probably not. But I'm going to use it up. So we'll pull this. Okay. And then Oh, okay, so last week I didn't pull a moisturizer, but this week I totally want to. The Drunk Elephant one is very hydrating and my skin isn't as dry as it used to be. So we're going to use this Clinique gel one for the daytime and use my Drunk Elephant one still at night. And then that's, oh no, I need, okay. So last week I pulled this Becca, what is this? The Hydro Mist powder. And I like this. I still like this. I think that I'm going to pull this and keep this out for under my eyes. So I'm going to pull this one. Keep it, not pull it. It's already been pulled. And then for my rest of my face, I use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. I love this. I used it all week. And as you can still see, we're not finished with her yet. But I'll pull this one soon just so I can finish it up. And then to replace that, I think I'm going to use the Cover FX. I feel like the last time I used this, I really did not like this for setting my face. I know a lot of people use this to bake, but I just want to see if I can use this for setting my face or just strictly for baking. So we'll pull that one. And that is all for this drawer. Highlighters, blush, and bronzer. So for contour, I use my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Used a lot of this in the beginning of my spray tan and a lot of this at the end of my spray tan. But we're going to put it up. Nothing wrong with it. I just want to, like I said, rotate. And we're going to pull back in the Too Faced Cocoa Contour. I just absolutely love this palette. I mean, it's amazing. We're going to pull this one. And for bronzers last week, I used the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I love it. It's the best bronzer that I have. Now we're going to pull the only other bronzer that I have, and that's the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. This is a sample. It's lasted me forever. But we're going to pull this one back out. And then for highlighter last week, I used the Tarte Exposed, and I liked this. Honestly, I don't really like it on its own. I like it in conjunction with this cream one, the Nude Stick and Illuminati. We're almost finished with that. So I'm going to put it up because I love it so much. So we'll put these two up. And then let me look at the, I always pull my eyeshadow palette that I'm using to work around the colors with all my other products. So it looks like we can go orangey or like a goldeny highlighter. Let's see. Let's do, what do I want to pull? I don't know. You know what? Let's pull this one. The Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick. Is that what this is? Let's see. Yeah, we'll do that. Pull this one. And then for blush, last week I used the Butter London Simply Sweet. And I loved it. I mainly use this shade. So a few of them I use this shade. But I really, really liked it. Really enjoyed it. For blush, I was thinking about going with something like more on the orangey or like bronzy side. So, I don't know. I think this Bare Minerals might be a little too orangey. Yeah. So let me do the Tarte. Is that Feisty? Yeah, we'll do this one. The Tarte Feisty blush. And then I think that's all for this drawer. So last week, this is my mascara and things like that. So last week from here I pulled the Dior primer. And I pulled the Smashbox Super Fan. I love both these products. I'm going to keep this primer in just to use it up. It's almost out. I don't even know if it'll last me this week. This one was amazing. I love it. It's in my favorites video. And then let's go ahead and pull this one. Just because I think it might be dried up. It might be used up, but I want to use up the rest of this. This is the Hypnose Drama by Lancome. Let's see. The wand looks like that. So we're gonna pull this one for this week and keep the Dior primer. And then for brows, I used the Benefit Goof Proof, and we already pulled that CoverGirl one, so we don't need another one. And then for eyeliner, I pulled the Urban Decay 24/7 in Goddess. I wore this the first day along with my color tattoo, the blue one. I also ended up pulling the other one just because I love them. I have a whole favorites video on this. But we're going to put these back. And I think for eyeliner, I'm going to pull this one just because I feel like it will pair well with that palette. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 pencil in Starfire, I believe. So we're going to pull this one. And then I'm going to also, I know a lot of people say that you don't have to use a glitter glue, but just in case, so I have it. I'm going to use the Too Faced glitter glue with that eyeshadow palette. And then for eyeliner, I use the Felt Tip Kat Von D tattoo liner. I love that one, but for the sake of rotation, we're going to use the Tarte Sex Kitten eyeliner. And then for primer, I use the Urban Decay. We're going to put that one up and pull my favorite for the moment, and that is the Lorac one. Single shadows I put up, and I don't think that we're going to pull anything. I just don't think that we need them this week. And do we have everything? I feel like we have everything. Don't need lashes. So last but not least is the lippies. So I pulled the Jeffree Star. I loved it. I'll put the picture of this color on the screen here if I haven't already. I only was able to wear it once because I work in an office, and like I'm a peer support, well, I'm the project director for peer support. So although I work in a psychiatry office, like my dress code is completely different. So I could have got away with wearing this more. However, I don't know, man. Like I just feel like when you live in Kentucky, they're just so far behind. And I feel like everyone was staring, which I mean, I don't care. But I had a lot of work meetings, so I didn't want to draw negative attention to peer support. So I only wore it one day. Honestly, if I lived and had somewhere else and had a different job, I could have wore it every single day. It was amazing, and it didn't transfer. And then I had the Sephora one, which I don't have right now with me. It was a little mini. And I like that one, and I'm going to try to use it up. So, let's see. What are we going to pull? Let's look at our eyeshadow palette. Okay. So, I always go in with, because I have Invisalign, and a lot of lippies transfer on me. So, I always pull a Jeffree Star one almost every time, just because I know that's tried and true, and it's not going to transfer on me. So, that was like a brownie, bronzy palette. I feel like Fudge Pop would be a little too metallic-y. I do think that Karma might be a good color for that to pair with that green one. Let's see. And that would be like my little fun color, you know, for the week. Let me see. Let me pull back out my eyeshadow palette. Yeah, I really do think it's going to pair well with that gold. And then I'll get it more neutrally. So we're going to pull Jeffree Star and Karma. And then let's try something a little more. I don't want to pull another Jeffree. I do want to have variety. Let me see. Everything that I'm pulling towards is Jeffree, Kat Von D, or Bare Minerals. Let's do this Bare Minerals. Are they the same thing? No. Okay, so we're gonna pull this Bare Minerals liquid lip. Let's see. Oh yeah, I feel like that is acceptable no matter where you live or what your job is. It's a good old safe color. Not taken away from it, just saying. And its name is Everything. So we'll take this one. Now, I'm putting this back, and I won't be pulling a lip balm on here anymore because I just can't be playing with my lips. Like, Invisalign has dried them up. So we're going to put this back, and I'm going to pull my favorite and keep it until it's used up and gone, the Sephora lip balm. It looks pink, but it just goes on clear. So we're going to pull this one. Okay, so last but not least, we are on to my eyeshadow palette drawer. Now, I have already pulled one from the new, and I always like to try out when I shop my stash for a consistent week all my makeup products to see if it's something that's going to work for me. I pulled the Urban Decay Smoky, and if I haven't put all my looks on the screen by now, I'll finish with them here. But I was just really surprised with this. I was really happy with this. There's a look there that reminded me of the look I got from the Alien palette, and like that just made my day because the Alien palette is probably my all-time favorite palette right now. But we're going to put this back, and next week we're going to pull from this drawer because I am missing some of these. And like I said, we're about to change seasons, which will, I don't know, different tones for like spring and stuff. So I want to be sure that I've used these to what I want. Alright guys, so here is an overview of all the products that I've pulled. And thanks for watching. Bye guys.